welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. And today I'm having the, how is that called? Indri Agneya. Indri Agneya. And it's an Indian whiskey. It's from the northern India, I think it is, the Piccadilly distillery in India, Haryana. And it's not one of these really low-level Indian whiskey. This is a single malt, and it is really a good one. One of these good distilleries. I think you now have 3 good distilleries, but don't get me wrong. The distillery that produces this, I think they do produce 250,000 liters of spirit per day. So they are producing a lot, as I think. They do belong, I think, to an agricultural, agricultural company. That means they will produce, have access to a lot of barley, a lot of other grain, and they will probably also produce a lot of other brands and a lot of other whiskey for the Indian market, which is generally not of good quality. But the Indri, I've already had some of their bottlings. They're really good. They're all with the Indian mythology, Indian culture. This is Sanskrit, I think that's their language, and something about they belong to the fire or something like that. And it's showing the 5 senses of Indriya. What is really interesting is that they do have a bit of a different barley. They do have 6 row Indian barley, whatever this is. But it is different to the barley that we usually have. The distillery is not that young. They have no chill filtering, no adding color. So that is a good whiskey, 46% ABV. That's usually how you spot more of a expert whiskey. 46% ABV, no coloring, no chill filtration is what most of the malt heads actually look for. And the other thing what you could want is an age statement, but I'm not quite sure what kind of climate they do have in the over there, because it's in the very, very north of India. In India you do have tropical and subtropical climate, but this is close to the Himalayas, I think, and the north, so they do have all the growing of barley and stuff there. So is it mild climate? Not quite sure. Ooh, no. It's is that peated or not? They didn't tell me here. I get some smoky whiskey here, but it feels like lightly peated. Sweet. A little bit of fruity touch to it. A little bit of a bittersweet touch to it. A little bit of a chocolate touch to it. It's a very interesting smell. Very, very intriguing. And you realize it's a single malt, definitely. It's a single malt. It has a good amount of volume, 46% ABV. A little bit of a strange character. Some fruits, not quite sure if it's red fruits, tropical fruits, maybe a mixture of both, fermented fruit, gone off fruits, somewhere around there. I would say it feels like a little bit of a fruit punch with a little bit more alcohol in it. That fruit punch that has perfected its own alcohol. That used to be a non-alcoholic fruit punch. These are the best. Nice. It has a good amount of volume, tropical fruits, a lot of maltiness in there. Oh, and here comes a little bit of spiciness. A little bit of a Indian touch to it. Yes, a little bit of curry. Yeah, and a little bit of peat smoke. This is complex. I realize it's not very old. You realize, okay, a lot of additive maturation. Probably not a mild climate. Yeah, not a mild climate. This is a warmer, hotter area. Not quite sure. It doesn't feel like one of these, what's the other one there in Goa? Yeah, that distillery there with Goa, where they go up to, like, I don't know, 45 degrees Celsius in summer, or 50 or something. Not like them. But it feels, it's not like Scottish maturation. It has more additive maturation going on. But it has a good, interesting maturation going on. They were not that transparent going on. Matured in sherry and bourbon casks. Okay, there's a bit more transparency, yeah. Sure, and it feels like that. But they don't say how old or anything. Yeah, matured in sherry and bourbon casks. 46% ABV and all their own stuff. No coloring, no chill filtration. Yeah, that is what you know. But I like it. It's complex, but younger. I would really like to visit them. But they're distilling it really well enough to don't have any problems with the 46% ABV. If they'd go with, I don't know, more fast distilling, like a lot of other distilleries in India that are not premium doing, you easily with 46% have an alcoholic note. Here you have a bit of a tingling sensation from the alcohol, but it's not that window cleaner. There's nothing in there, so it's really good stuff. And yeah, the price, then when you want to buy it at Whisky.com, we are around at 45 euros around in Netherlands and Belgium, maybe a little bit more because of taxes. And yeah, if you're interested, have a look there. You can buy it there. And thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.